Today, we are going to take a look at this Goosebumps Monster bag. Now this in particular was actually something I was pretty much unaware of, and I would have been all over it as a kid, but I mean until a few months back I had no idea this kind of a thing existed. It's by Kenner, and this is the Canadian version. I'm not sure if this had a US release or not. So essentially what this is a bag that you cut open to reveal slime and pieces of that particular character right there, so that you then put the actual character together, sort of like a puzzle almost. And it's actually kind of a cool concept. I guess there are some sort of beads or something inside the bag, and when you submerge it in water, they actually turn to slime. So a pretty cool concept that is combining a number of my favorite elements. One, you've got Goosebumps. Two, you've of course got slime. Three, you've got gimmicks. I like old gimmicky toys, and this is definitely one of them. And as you can see, there are actually accessories in the bag as well, and there were a number of characters to choose from, and I of course went with the iconic Slappy, the dummy. So here is the bag, and you can definitely feel that, you know, agent in there. Sort of feels like sand. Eventually I guess that will turn into slime. And of course we've got the Goosebumps knife with the G. Let's go ahead and put this in some water and see what happens. And we've got the pouch, so we'll go ahead and submerge this. So we'll go ahead and let this submerge for 5 minutes, and when we come back we'll cut it open. Alright, so as you see, this bag has been submerged in water and it weighs about 3 pounds now. Let's go ahead and cut this open and see what the insides look like. Yeah, this knife they included is not really working, so we'll go ahead and just try tearing it from this point. Okay. So from here, we just need to dig out the dummy, and we'll set the pieces aside. So as you can see, it's not so much slime. I'm not sure how to describe this. It sort of looks like a snow cone, right? But it kind of has the consistency of gelatin. So I really have no idea what to call this. Sludge, maybe, possibly? But yeah, definitely not slime. Arm. You know, I have to say this is a really cool concept. And wow, I really wish I would have had the entire series when I was a kid. I would have loved this. Got another accessory. This one's a teddy bear, and I think that about does it. I feel like at this point the bag is pretty much empty, with the exception of this disgusting green sludge. So I finally figured out what this shit reminds me of. It's been a very long time, decades, but does anyone else remember the disgusting applesauce they used to give us when we were in elementary school? Remember that? They always added like food coloring to it, so it'd be red. Yeah, this is sort of a green version of that really disgusting, nearly inedible applesauce. We're going to go ahead and clean off these parts, and we will come back shortly. So whatever that stuff was, it did a fantastic job turning everything green. And while some of this crap can be scrubbed off, I do not think there is any getting it off the white parts of this figure and these accessories. They're just stained green. And I don't really mind. It gives it sort of a cool look, I guess. It sort of looks like his eyes are glowing. We'll go ahead and get this dummy together. So we've got one leg there, one leg there. Here is the right arm, left arm, you can see, his torso is completely filled with that green applesauce gunk. And there's the head. There is our Night of the Living Dummy figure. Let's see if we can get it to stand on his own. There we go. Perfect. And then we have the accessories. Here we have a container of spilled milk. We've got a teddy bear. And then we have some broken eggs. The figure itself is actually pretty cool. We've got 5 points of articulation. The sculpt is decent. I mean, this is from the mid-90s from Kenner, so, you know, we're not looking for McFarlane or NECA excellence here. But one thing this figure does do, it actually kind of bumps me out, because if you remember a few years back, Mezco was supposed to release Goosebumps items, and they'd picked up the license, and they were going to release small, you know, monster in my pocket type figurines. They were going to do some odds and ends, and supposedly some figures as well, but it never happened. But with the new Goosebumps movie coming out next year, maybe that will change. Maybe a cool company will come along and pick up that license and give us old horror kids some Goosebumps toys to get excited about. I hope you guys enjoyed this review for the Goosebumps Night of the Living Dummy monster bag. I know I had fun making it, and I actually got some of that goop on the carpet, so my girlfriend is probably going to murder me when she gets home. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here and attempt to clean that up. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. As always, thank you for watching, and please subscribe.